Greetings out there. My name is Jakob, and today we will be talking about some games that we can play with the pentatonic scale. Some pentatonic games, pentatonic scale. I'm sure you've heard of the importance of the pentatonic scale. Well, stick around with me today, and we're going to learn of many, many ways that we can play with, approach, interpret, and have fun with the pentatonic scale. All right, here we go. Step one, you're going to want to pick a key. And why don't we go ahead and start with the key of D. Key of D. And we're going to do D major pentatonic, the major pentatonic of major importance. And here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to find someone to sit in the corner and just do this while you practice. Now, if that's not possible, you're going to find a way to sustain that sound or loop that sound. I'm going to sustain it like this. And you got to figure out some way to sustain your root and your fifth. Because we want to hear this thing in relation to D as the tonic. Okay? We want to hear this thing as it relates to the tonic. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find your magical box diagram. And you're also going to understand the notes of the scale, right? D, E, F sharp, A, C sharp, D. That's from root to root. And we understand the note names, but we also want to understand the scale degrees. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right? We want to understand the note names, the scale degrees. We want to see what's available above and below. Lucky me, I can keep going. Okay, so we've got our scale here, right? Initially, can you just go up and down and pick every note? Pretty fun, right? Every note 2 times. Three. Four times. If you want to take the practice further, right? Notice just applying a rhythmic number to the note, right? 4 iterations. But if I want to get even deeper, I'm going to consciously recognize what scale degree I'm on. It's 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So notice I'm thinking of a number like 4 or 3 or 2 and having that decide the rhythmic articulation. Look at that. Rhythmic articulation or rhythmic articulation. You let me know which is better. Now, we can continue this with simple number and think of groupings of the note set, right? So, if I'm thinking 2s, right, I might do something like this, which is essentially going up, sets of 2 from every scale degree. 1, 2, then, right? That vibe. 1, 2, 2, 3, etc. Backwards. Okay, pretty cool. Can I alternate it? This might be a little tricky. This is tricky. So that'd be 1, 2, right? To 3, let's see. Yeah, that'd be 1, 2 to 3, 2, 3, 5. Let's see. Right? notes of the pentatonic scale, right? I'm going boom, 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 right? Up a degree from the 1, down to the 2, up a degree from the 3, down to the 4, up a degree from the 5th, right? Da 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 da. Ooh, 1, 2, ready, it's. No. Right, so what did I do? I thought of a number, thought of 2, and I went up in groupings of 2, went down in groupings of 2. I would go up and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, oh, up, down, up. Let's try a different number. Let's try 3s, which strangely enough will be easier for me, right? 3s would be something like. Alright, that's ascending, right? I'm just gonna name the degrees of the. I'm just gonna name the notes of the scale, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just for simplicity's sake, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, right? 4, 5, 1, 1, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Right, what is that? That's yo do de yo do de yo do de yay de de yay de de yay de de yo do 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 de groupings of 3. Groupings of 3, pretty dandy. And notice there I was either ascending, right? Up, groupings of 3 from the first degree, grouping of 3 from the second degree, from the next, from the next, from the next, etc., right? On the way down, same thing, grouping of 3 from the first degree, the 5th degree, right? Can I alternate? Up 3, down 3. And then on the way down, right? 3 down, 3 up. Making errors here. Groupings of 3, you know what's next, groupings of 4. That's all ascending. Right, groupings of 4 alternating, right? So that's up 4. There was an error in there, but you get the idea, right? Right, and last but not least would be groupings of 5. Something like, I'm just ascending here. And, notice these groupings make you consider things differently, right? Thinking in 3s is different than thinking in 4s, is different than thinking in 5s. And it's also helping us get acquainted with those rhythmic units. A rhythmic unit of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody 5. Let's go with 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Right? Just simple numbers, right? Can you count to 5? I'm sure you can. Can you count to 5 and diddle your fingers while you do it? That is the real question, my friend. All right. Okay, so those are just some little games we can play. What else can we do? We can play hopscotch with the scale, right? All of that was sequential, right? I was going to the either neighbors up or below, right? I wasn't playing hopscotch. Well, what if I play hopscotch? What if I go? Right, playing hopscotch. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, I'm going 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. Or if we're being accurate with our scale degrees, I'm going 1 to the 3, 2 to the 5, 3 to the 6, 5 to the 1, 6 to the 2, 1 to the 3. Backwards. Handy dandy, right? Also notice, right, I've only been hanging out in one area of the neck, this area of the neck. Sadly, but honestly, we have to do these exercises with each pentatonic region, right? The groupings and the hopscotch and the up and down and the et ceteras, right? Because I've just been doing it here. But can you do it here? 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 Whoops. Can you do it here? Right, all the ways we can play the darn thing, okay? The darn pentatonic. Okay. Anyway, I think that's enough to chew on, right? But things to ask yourself. How many pentatonic regions are there? Only 5. Only 5. Because, did you know? The guitar is tuned to a pentatonic scale? Did you know that? It really is. It really, really is. The guitar is tuned pentatonically. I'm going to leave it up to you to solve how and or why that makes sense. So it's very important for us to learn the pentatonic scale, and because there's only 5 pitches in it, lo and behold, it ever so neatly shows up on the fretboard in 5. That's right, 5 regions. High 5. Okay? This is another thing you should learn to see as you spend more time with your pentatonics. Those exercises that I was doing, the number games, you got to do them in every little box you find, okay? Okay, that is Pentatonic, not the band, not the pentatonics. Oh, what else? Well, yeah, pentatonics are good. They're very good for you. They will help you play rock and roll very well. And, you know, with every major pentatonic, this is D major, I want to be aware, what is its relative minor, which is the same note set, right? What's the relative minor of D? It's B. And that's going to be the same notes, the same patterns, or rather, yeah, the same notes, the same patterns, the same shapes, different feeling, right? Because now B is the center. I got the thumpy thump. And I'm still just playing the same notes. And that can be a very interesting thing, to compare the feeling of the same notes, right? The quote-unquote D major pentatonic and the B minor pentatonic, which are the same notes, but feeling the difference in sensation of a minor pentatonic tonality and a major pentatonic tonality. And the way to really drive that home is to put on the drone, right? Initially I put on the root and fifth of D. Oh, the root and fifth of D, that is. How awesome is that? And hanging out with the old D major. Right? But then you want to do it with the relative minor in the drone, which would be B and F sharp, right? The root and fifth of B. And now, even though you're hanging with the same notes, it's going to be a bit more dark. And then you find that the tonal center is B, not D. So we always want to see that relative major-minor relationship in the traditional pentatonics, and really in any traditional major-minor situation. We want to have a sense of what's the relative, major-minor family going on here. Or, it just helps us in our overall understanding of how to navigate around a key. Now, of course, with pentatonics, it's fun to just hang out. Can you just enjoy? And then what are the interval sets of the minor pentatonic? If B is our root, get the minor third, the fourth, the fifth, the flat seven, and the one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pentatonic all day, right? So hang out with your pentatonics so you're better at counting to 5. Think about your groupings. Think about the 5 regions, right? You want to be able to do this here and here and here and here and here. Oh, no! Yeah, there it is. If you have a 7-string guitar here, down here. Oh, whoopsie. Teacher needs to practice. Gotta practice. Oh my goodness, technology exploded there. What were we talking about? We were talking about you want to be able to do the same thing all over the darn place, right? And a good place to start with that is with the good old pentatonics, right? And being able to do even just a simple lick any old place, right? Also another very important exercise. Just one last demonstration. If I'm doing D major pentatonic, got my root and fifth in the air, help me hear it. 1, 2, 3. Right? Can you do 1, 2, 3? Any old place. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How about here? 1, 2, 3. How about here? 1, 2, 3. How about 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Where else might we go? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, that's 1, 3, 5. We want 1, 2, 3. And get used to making whoopses. And be honest about them, You gotta acknowledge your whoopsie poopsie. Here's another pentatonic thing. What am I doing, right? It's the neighboring notes, finding all the quote-unquote double stops. Notes on adjacent strings that you can link. Something like, yeah, yeah, It's like pentatonic power chords or something. Pentatonic double stops, if you will. Alright, well there's some pentatonic things. There's a lot more that can be said about the old pentatonics, right? But we want to release those pentatonics so they can be free. I'm gonna go for now. Thanks for being here. Once again, my name's Jakob. If you really want to further your musicianship, your understanding of this instrument, your understanding of music theory, and how to use it to create music that you enjoy making, click the link down there. Let's get on the phone and talk about you realizing your musical goals and how I can help you do that. Keep on rocking in the free world. Remember, you can't study the fundamentals enough. They always get deeper. They always show you more. And that's why the pentatonic, not only do we need to be fluent, but we need to be more than fluent in it. It's really the nature of this instrument. Right? This is a pentatonic instrument, right? Remember I mentioned earlier, this thing is tuned pentatonically. I'm going to reveal it. How? Well, you take the notes of the open tuning, put them in sequential order. What do you get? Answer below. Let me know. But down below, what do you get? Okay, I got to go. Bye-bye. Adios.